Alright, welcome to my channel. This is Jack Everett. I'm going to be doing some Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is going to be a very, very boring stream because it's actually a pretty boring game. There's not much interesting going on most of the time. There's not much interesting... Okay, I've got audio. Alright, yeah, there's really not that much interesting going on most of the time in this game. It's a lot of just flying around and listening to the engine hum, and that's it. That's the whole game. It's quite boring when you think about it. So I imagine that this will be a very boring stream. Okay, check back with the audio later. Put the game full screen. Okay, I don't have a flight controller or anything, so I'm mostly playing with just an Xbox controller, which seems to be fine for the most part. You have to use the keyboard for some controls. Not all controls, but some. I'm just going to fly over my neighborhood. I haven't really done it yet. I've sort of done flights by my neighborhood. I've done flights from DFW to Denton Municipal Airport. I have not actually flown over my neighborhood. So I'm going to fly over my neighborhood just to see what it's like. Now this is a game that still has a lot of problems. Like, it's seriously buggy, especially what you're supposed to do after landing to technically finish the flight, because you're like supposed to taxi and stuff, and the game just bugs out in all sorts of ways when you're like taxiing the airplane. Okay, I need to change the temperature in my house. Of course, this game is famous for long load times. But it feels like the initial load is the longest. It does a weird thing too, where when you first arrive at an airport, the frame rate's really low, but then it slowly gets better. So I think as it's loading assets, the frame rate gets better. But I mean, it's actually pretty good. So I'm just gonna start. I guess at Denton. I don't even know what this one is. I'm like, is this even the right Denton? I don't know. Probably not. Okay. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, basically you just want to sort of... What I wish is like it had the full satellite view here, and I think it's supposed to, but it's just buggy. Because like it really doesn't have it yet. Thinking maybe this is the right one. So this says departure, and I put in some coordinates near my house. I'm not sure. Like, it doesn't really let you add it as a waypoint. I'll just set it as arrival, and it'll give me the general idea of getting over there. Oh, I didn't even pick a plane. I left it as this. It's not a bad plane, I guess. It's a single prop plane. Not that I'm an expert on planes, but single prop means it has one propeller. I've learned that from playing this game. But it's the more powerful of the Cessnas. But yeah, I do anticipate this being a fairly boring stream. Oh great, I got a cat that probably wants to attack me. I gotta go put him away. Alright, I'm back. Like, this is like an 8-passenger plane or something. You'll see the frame rates really low right now. Oh, whoops. I think autopilot. Autopilot was on. I guess it just retains your setting. Also, actually I don't know why I didn't change this. The external views are more interesting in general.
Regional approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna Caravan 1 miles north of Denton. Request flight following. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra regional approach. Squawk 5502. Squawk 5502 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 1 mile south of Denton 1,300 feet. Altimeter 29.902. Copy Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Regional approach American 2708 is out of 7,900 feet or 4,000 feet. American 2055, you are 500 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet altimeter 29.902. American 2708 regional approach, continue to go as planned. Altimeter 29.903. Descend.
Alright, let me change the volume. Let's turn that down a bit.
Maintain 4,000 feet American 205.
Already, like,
Air transport 3211 climb and maintain 4,000 feet. American 2055 descend and maintain.
I already have no idea what to do because, like, I put in that destination, but it's not there, so I don't know where I'm supposed to be going.
Report them in sight. Regional approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra regional approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Cleared through Bravo airspace Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra have the traffic.
Like, this is my heading should be north, but
Climb and maintain 4,000 feet air transport tree 211.
so that plane
Transport tree
is a real flight.
2 miles north of Alliance. Contact Alliance Tower on 135.15 when inbound.
Like, I'm just trying to get a bearing on where I am, but, like, I can't.
Tower on 135.15 air transport tree 211.
Alright, it seems to think. Because, like, it just wants me to send me back to the airport I came from. And so it's like I didn't set up anything at all. So I'm just gonna have to try to fly around and try to find a landmark that I recognize. To find my neighborhood. I mean, I basically have some theories as to where it is. I mean, why is there like a landing path up at all? But I believe this is the lake by my house. But here's the thing, it's like, it takes forever to fly anywhere. Let me see what's on the nearport.
American 2708 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
I really don't know what the point of that is.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, American 2708. American 2055, you are 9 miles north of DFW. Contact DFW tower on 126.55 when inbound.
Because I got some theories as to where my neighborhood is.
2055.
It's not like I normally look at it from this angle.
Generic 5 Mike Whiskey, you are 15 miles west. Descend and maintain 3,100 feet. Expect ILS runway 18 approach by Delta Tango transition. Clear to Delta Tango. Descend and maintain 3,100 feet. Expect ILS runway 18 approach by Delta Tango transition. Clear to Delta Tango. Generic 5 Mike Whiskey.
So... Oh, you know what? I think I bring up this. Oh, this tells me nothing. Great, that's completely worthless. Yeah, I don't get how to put waypoints in. It's something that they definitely need to work out in this game. It's like I want to go see something, but I don't actually know where it is.
08 traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 5,900 feet, says the caravan. Report them in sight. American 2708 have the Cessna Caravan in sight.
I don't get going too fast if I dive down. I had my flaps up. Or down, I mean. Okay, now I recognize landmarks now. Okay. So, this bridge, I don't know if I've driven across. I think I have. Yeah, here's my neighborhood up here. Right in the center of the screen is where I live. Well, not right there, but that's my neighborhood. Alright, I gotta seriously turn down this engine. I want to fly low to the neighborhood. But see, center screen, that is the volleyball beach. Volleyball courts near my house. And there's a bunch of trails over here. And I'll show some interesting things, but gotta fly real low to get to my neighborhood. Okay, so I'm going to pause the game, and then my house is about center screen right now. I'll touch the nose to it, but the nose of the plane is on my, well, it was on my house. Nose of the plane is basically on my house. I'll just start flying towards it. Doesn't look like my house, but it's right there. Alright, so if you see this house with the pool, my house, it would be this one right here. Of course, it doesn't really look like my house, but that is where my house is. Alright, and then here is the stadium. And I found it interesting because, let me pause again. This stadium basically chose like an office building for the stands around it. So it's just kind of funny. But in real life, those are stadium stands, not office buildings. You know, that's the football field. And then if we go over here, we can look at where Kroger is, where I go grocery shopping. This road right here is called El Dorado. Oh, I forgot. Like, there's a bunch of stuff. See this empty field straight ahead of me? That's all being developed now. Like, they're putting in tons of, like, strip mall type stuff. But, what we have here, right here, I'll pause it. This is Kroger. It's where I go grocery shopping. And so, like, there's the parking lot for Kroger. I guess they just took the ground texture, because like that one does not even look like a parking lot at all. It's just like the satellite imagery of the parking lot. But that's Kroger. There's Aldi. And then there's some other stuff around there. But yeah, that's where I go grocery shopping. And then a little further on, let me see, let me make sure I'm still going the right way. So like, this is this one center view here. I'll just fly over it. This is Walmart. One that I'm flying around is Walmart. The bigger building. And then this is Lowe's right here, this bigger building. And then here's Hobby Lobby. Alright, then let's just go further up El Dorado. And I will show my where I used to go to work before the plague hit. But I pretty much just, this is how I even would drive to work. I would just drive up El Dorado. That's the big road right beneath me. don't know what indicator is, but... Alright, so over here, this big building is Target. Right there, the one in the center of the screen is Target. Next to that is like pet supply store. There's a Home Depot over here. But when I'm going to work, I would go up this freeway. Here, Dallas North Tollway is what this one is. Well, I wouldn't even take the freeway, I would just take the road on the side of it. And then there's the soccer stadium over here. So like this is just some courts. The main stadium is this one right here. They just put buildings that basically look like houses around it, but it's a stadium. And then... wow, they like did not get our office. Whoops, that's not the pause button. They really didn't get our office right at all. So like this here is the hospital. And that looks okay. This one right beneath me is my office building, and it's just not tall enough really to be an office building. These are some apartments. That's a movie theater right there. And then that's like the city hall or whatever. Let me do another flyover of my office, because like it doesn't look like it at all. I mean, it's the right shape, but our office is a 5-story building, and like I guess that's technically a 3-story building. But, I mean, it's just not really it. And that's our parking garage. Well, where the nose of the plane is the parking garage. There's my office. And then the stadium. Alright, let me see if I can't find anything more that I know of. I could try to go to where I used to live, but I don't even remember how to get there. But, I mean, we can follow Dallas North Tollway for a while. This is at least something I recognize. But as you can see, it's basically a pretty boring game. Really not much interesting going on. You just fly around. That's it. Nothing too profoundly exciting. It's nice to see your neighborhood and stuff. But I mean, DNT goes all the way to, well, to Dallas. Just had some serious frame rate dropping. Cars just turned on their headlights too. I'm playing in real time, so like this is the time of day. It's quickly getting dark. Like I wouldn't even know what half of this stuff is. Not like I have gotten out everywhere. Yeah, we're at 1 frame per second. Probably doesn't help that I'm streaming this. There's a really big building. I have no idea what this is.
Foxtrot 69er, traffic Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra 5 miles north, 1,600 feet inbound to land, runway 16.
Alright, I requested landing because, like, not sure what else to do here. Yeah, pretty much done here. I have no idea what this incorrect heading indicator means. But I pressed D, so... It like wants you to take these landings so slow. I can open my flaps.
Traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is on final runway 16 to land.
I kind of want to show her the weirdness is of all this. That landing assist just went on. I know I want to turn landing assist off. Like, there are things in this game I need help with, but landing assist is not really one of them. You know, the game's pretty forgiving on landing, so... Because, like, I don't get why it's completely showing everything for me to do here. But, okay, the sim should just let you call it good when, like, crash because the frame rate just... But the simulation should basically call it good for you when you land. But instead you like have to taxi and park and stuff before you get to the like end screen, the final score screen. Which I will just go through that, but I mean this stream's really just not going to be very interesting. It's a very boring game. It's very fun to play, but I mean I can't imagine enjoying watching it. You know, I can't even imagine, like, as great as this game is, it's the kind of game where you just kind of play it. You see your neighborhood, fly around some neighborhoods you know, then you're good. And if you care enough, you fly around famous areas and stuff. Alright, this plane is not low enough. Okay, there we go. This plane is just not stopping. Okay. See, like, I don't get how to just end this. Okay.
Foxtrot 69er Traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is taxiing to runway 34.
See, like, I have no idea what to do now. I mean, I can't taxi it. Well. Okay, announce takeoff. Part north.
Foxtrot 69er Traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra taking off runway 3 for departure to the north.
Like, they're not acknowledging anything. Okay. I guess I just turn around. This is like the smallest runway ever. Yeah, I wonder if the game's just gonna flat out crash. plane just stopped moving. And this is just someone's driveway.
Foxtrot 69er, traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, taking off runway 34 north departure.
I don't get how to request takeoff clearance.
Foxtrot 69er, traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra is clear of the runway.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do. The best thing to do, screw it. Just take off. Once you get your speed into the green, the plane will just sort of naturally take off, but I'm obviously having serial problems. I didn't really get it up to 65 nautical miles or whatever. 65 knots. Okay, I'm just gonna follow this pink arrow and see what it tells me to do. Oh, lift these flaps.
Regional approach Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna Caravan 1 miles north of Foxtrot 69er. Request flight following. Street 5378, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet altimeter 29er tree. Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra regional approach. Squawk 162.
Oh, the trim is like way...
3228, please expedite your descent to 4,000 feet.
I can't even adjust the trim. Oh my gosh.
Please expedite your descent to 4,000 feet. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet, Blue Streak 5378. Squawk 1626.
Okay, I have no idea why the trim ended up where it did. Okay.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 3 miles north of Foxtrot 69er 1,800 feet. Altimeter 29er tree. Copy Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Regional approach Cessna Alpha Sierra.
Like, here's what I don't get. They want me to climb
Clearance to transition
to 3,000 feet, but this airplane just won't go that high.
X-ray Golf Sierra regional approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Cleared through Bravo airspace Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. American 1086, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet altimeter 29er tree.
Alright, I made it to 3,000 feet.
Below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet altimeter 29er.
Like, see how it says my objective? Climb, complete initial climb to 500 feet. I have no idea what it wants me to do to complete that objective. Like, it's a very, very confusing game in that regard.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet Skywest 3228.
So, like, I kind of recognize these freeways,
Descend and maintain
but,
4,000 feet American 1086.
I couldn't tell you where I am,
Descend
for
and
sure.
maintain 3,000 feet Bliss Street 537.
There's Lake Louisville. It's getting to be night time here. And looking outside, the sunset does not look like that. I have no idea where the waypoint indicator wants me to go. We'll do another flyby.
And maintain 4,000 feet altimeter to niner decimal niner tree.
And let's fly by my neighborhood again.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet skywest tree 228. Blue streak 5378, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet altimeter to niner decimal niner tree.
Like that airplane there that we can see, it's probably a real life airplane.
Climb and maintain 3,000 feet blue streak 5378.
Alright, so we're flying over my neighborhood again. Doesn't want. Oh, I need to decrease my throttle.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace.
There's Kroger. There's Walmart.
Approach on 118.1.
There's the stadium again.
Going to 118.1 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
There's my house.
Regional approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 3,000 feet.
Head straight for my house.
X-ray Golf Sierra regional approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.9 tree.
Right above my house. It's the one behind the one with the pool at the bottom of the screen. Alright, let's see where it's trying to take me. Like, I have no idea
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
where it wants me to go.
To transition Bravo airspace.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra regional approach.
I wonder if I can, like, bring up a thing.
Cleared through Bravo airspace Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
It's like, what does all this mean? It doesn't mean anything to me. Alright, well, I'm just gonna...
Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 4 miles southwest 3,900 feet inbound to land runway 18. 47 Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 4 miles southwest 4,000 feet inbound to land runway 18. 7 Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra going around.
Like, they're not acknowledging me. It's just weird. Not acknowledging me at all. Are we gonna start going too fast? One problem with this game, if you play with live time, if you only play after work, you're always going to be flying at night if you fly in your own neighborhood. I mean, obviously there's other places to explore besides your own neighborhood, but... Oh, you know what? I do want to turn off landing assistance, because, like, that was just annoying. I can do it on my own. Turn off assisted landing and turn off assisted takeoff. Turn off auto rudder. Assisted yoke. That's probably fine. Delegate ATC, that's fine. Okay. But see, it's just kind of boring, because it's like, I want to land. Gotta spend forever flying out here to set up my approach vector. So where am I now? Downwind leg.
47 Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on downwind runway 18. 47 Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on base runway 18.
I mean, this is just like some crappy airport. Well, airport. I also don't know how to turn off this, these red things. I don't even know where they came from. They weren't there in the training missions, but they're here now, so.
47 Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on final runway 18 to land.
Alright, let's turn on these flaps. Okay. Going way too fast, apparently. But my problem is, if I don't go too fast, the plane will land too early and it'll just land on the grass in front of the runway. It's kind of annoying. I mean, I cannot see the runway as it is. Now we're gonna start getting too slow. Yeah, I totally cannot see the runway.
47 Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on final runway 18 to land.
See, going too slow. But I still cannot see the runway. It's just like a parking lot. Like, I don't even get what I'm looking at. I do not see. Does it like just want me to crash into this building? That's what I don't get. Oh, okay, I can see something now. It literally is just like a field. Okay. That's all it is. So keep the nose up.
Foxtrot traffic, generic November 8357, Bravo 4 miles, north inbound, visual runway 17.
That literally is just a field. That's all it was. It's just a field. And then here's kind of like what I don't get to do. It says exit runway. Exit runway to where? I have no idea where to exit the runway to. So here's where what you do to figure out what you're supposed to do. Just freaking switch to the AI control. And see what the AI does. Maybe the AI knows what to do at the end of the flight. And like I've ran into there's just all sorts of problems at the end of a flight. when you make these flight plans, because like you have to taxi, you have to park, and then you have to turn off the engine. And like with half these planes, I don't know how to turn off the engine. It's like a joke. Like you don't even know.
47 Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is clear of the runway. 47 Tango Alpha traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is clear of the runway.
So you're just gonna repeat this over and over? It's like I don't know how to end this. Okay, so the best thing you can do is just quit. But I don't think it saves your progress when you just quit like this. You know, so it's kind of a joke. It's like pretty bad. Alright, well, I'm gonna just fly in another area that I kind of remember. And see if I remember anything. I'm just gonna set this as departure. And then set as arrival. Now I think in theory, yeah, I should technically recognize this area, but I'm gonna go back to this plane. The Cessna 152. It's the tutorial plane, so it makes more sense to me. But for flight conditions, it's like, yeah, I do not want freaking nighttime. I want day. Daylight is what I want. Okay, yeah, okay, I have daylight. Basically, just gonna see if I can't recognize anything. It's been a really long time since I've been to Iowa, but I might recognize something. I do like the Cessna 152 because it's the tutorial plane, so it actually teaches you some things about it. Oh yeah, the first thing you have to do is turn off the AI, because it apparently remembers that you have AI set to do everything. Which I'm sure you could do an AI flight and just sort of enjoy the flight, and that would be fine.
Charlie Whiskey traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra taking off runway.
See, the AI is already active, so it's already just doing the takeoff for me. I really didn't want it to do that, but whatever. Oh yeah, I also want to adjust the camera, but I guess I'll wait till we take off before I do that. Okay, we're in the air. So what to do is camera external. It like doesn't remember that you have an external camera, but it remembers that you have AI turned on. That's the bizarre thing. Actually, I think the broadcast just ended. Okay, so I think this is Mason City over here, so I'm gonna fly over it and see if I can't recognize anything. Press F5.
Kilo Mike Charlie Whiskey traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 1 miles northwest, 1,800 feet inbound to land runway 36.
Yeah, I don't even know. I honestly do not even know. I don't recognize any of this. Actually, I think Mason City's that way. Because I do think I know what that lake is. Yeah, but this is Iowa. You'll notice it's just really flat. And this could be Mason City, so I better just fly over it. But I don't remember the lake being right next to the city. but I guess I'll see if any of this looks familiar. So this is where the square is. Be like where the mall is and stuff, but yeah, I don't think it's right at all. I mean, it could be, and like it just shows really bad buildings. Well, let me look it up on Google Maps. So I can get some kind of perspective. What this lake is. Yeah, I don't know where I am at all. This lake doesn't exist in real life. What's going on? Oh, it's Clear Lake. Okay. I figured it out. It's east of Clear Lake. I was like, why is it called Mason City Airport? So Mason City's over this way. It's just very, very east. The airport is just pretty far away. But I should recognize stuff. When I get over there, might actually recognize something. Actually, I don't even know if I'm broadcasting anymore just because of how things... Because I'm not seeing my broadcast anymore. So I presume my broadcast is got hosed somehow. Or whatever. I will presume I'm still broadcasting and keep talking like I'm not. Yeah, here's sort of where the boringness is, because like I took off from this airport, and now it's just sort of like, okay, gotta wait forever till I can actually get to the town. I guess in like developer mode or whatever. Wow, we're going probably too fast there. I've probably driven on this road down here to go to Clear Lake, actually. Look how Iowa is completely set up like a grid. Texas was not set up like a grid at all, but Iowa is so flat they just set up all the roads in pure 100% grid. Trying to seriously lower my altitude so we can actually see some stuff. Wow, that made us go way too fast though. Some farms or whatever out here. Going too fast again. Gotta stop diving. Oh, I guess I can turn the engine down. Okay. So now maybe I'll recognize something. Maybe I won't, though. If you remember Walmart being out on this edge of town. Who knows? Maybe the town's got built up since I've been there. So this is Mason City. And I'll see if I can't find the town square. Figure out where my apartment was. Streets aren't exactly labeled here, so. Yeah, if I was actually more familiar with it, I might remember some stuff. This could be... This is pretty downtown, but... I don't really have much memory of this place. I feel like right there is the downtown, like where the mall is and stuff. But I don't know for sure. That could be the mall. I don't know though. It's like, what's that? Walmart? There's the trains. I do remember the railroad tracks and the train station, but... not that well. No, maybe that one. I don't know. Basically hard to say what anything is. In a town that you barely remember, it's really hard to say what anything is. Charles City's out that way. This is probably the community college, but I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna... yeah, if I had to guess, I would say that that's the community college. I'm gonna turn on AI for a bit and then look at this map. See if I can't find some landmarks that I actually recognize. Alright, so let me see. There's this river here. So, okay, I can see where I am on the map. Alright. I do recognize there's a lot of buildings there, but we should be passing over the town square. Like, this whole area sort of in the middle is the town square. So I'll turn off AI control for a second. Like, this area, so like this big building here was the mall. And then where I lived would have been just in this area here, or one over, I think. But yeah, this was the town square. So like the way they went cruising the square, which is what people in small towns do for fun, you would drive around this road that I'm sort of following, and then the back end of the square was the mall, the back mall parking lot. And so you would kind of loop around, drive through the parking lot, and then go back and loop the square again. That's what they did out in Iowa. They would just drive around all night, just drive around in a circle. It was called cruising the square. Yeah, so that's what people did. So I recognize that. I'm gonna pause the game and try to figure out exactly where I lived in relation to this. Okay, so Jefferson is 2 blocks away from the square. So this will be kind of a guess because it doesn't look like all the roads are like sort of fully there. But if I had to wager a guess, I would say, whoops, wrong button, that I lived right here where the tip of the plane is. I think that's the wrong one because it's 1, 2, so probably right there. And I think this was like the hospital, not the hospital, but like a group home type thing. That's what I think. And oh, it also could be this is where I lived. And then, but yeah, I mean, this is basically the neighborhood that I lived in. Not long or anything, just a couple months. Yeah, but these planes are very floaty. I wonder if the game is ever going to have fighter jets. That's what I want to see, like a fighter jet. Yeah, it's kind of fun to fly over areas you've actually heard of. That's about all the more fun that you can have. Turn on the AI for a second. The autopilot in a manner of speaking. Alright, let me see if I'm still broadcasting. Because I don't think I'm broadcasting anymore. Because it disconnected from chat or whatever. Yeah, I am still broadcasting. Alright, Remy even said my broadcast is still going. So she's watching it and she's bored out of her mind. Because this is not exactly most exciting of games. Alright, relinquish AI control. Get to the approach of vector. Yeah, very, very fun to play, but very, very boring. Like, you just fly. You just fly. Most of the time you fly in a straight line. Sometimes you turn. You basically gotta fly at 65 knots or whatever this plane. You can see your shadow on the ground. Look at how flat Iowa is. Just a bunch of fields. Yeah, but this is what everyone does. You fly over your neighborhoods, and then once you've done that, you're done with the game. There's not really like, there's like this challenge mode in the game. The challenge mode is simply, it's like do a landing. Yeah, it's what can you possibly do? A flight simulator to make it interesting without having combat or something. Can't do much. I mean, this game is a technical marvel just because it has the whole world in it, but it's also just like, I am sorry, but no one's gonna sit down and play this game forever unless they're an airplane enthusiast. It's like you play it a couple times, you're done. It's like the plane is technically moving really fast, but you're so high above the ground it feels like you're moving really slow. And then it just gets weird at the end.
Kilo Mike Charlie Whiskey traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 2 miles northwest 2,800 feet inbound to land runway 36.
In my opinion, too fast is good because you just don't want it to be too boring. It's like you can slow down pretty quick at the end anyway.
Kilo Mike Charlie Whiskey traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 1 miles west 2,400 feet inbound to land runway 36. Kilo Mike Charlie Whiskey traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on base runway 36.
See, here's the point where you might start slowing down a little. Like, why would you go any slower than you have to approach this runway? It already takes forever just to do anything in the game. Okay. Like, just takes forever. Alright, I'm gonna land this and call the stream good because, like, it's already boring. Alright, so now we serially slow that engine down.
Kilo Mike Charlie Whiskey traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on final runway 36 to land.
Like, I don't really like those red guides. Like, I don't understand why they're there. I don't want them there, to be honest. Okay. I can figure out how to land this plane myself. Played a flight simulator for Sega Genesis called MiG-29. I think I can land a plane. So you're just really supposed to just sort of let the plane drift down. So like now you want to go 100% idle and just let it gently touch down. Keep the nose up a little bit. And use the rudder a little bit. And then I feel like I should just let the AI take over from here because I have no idea what to do. It's like exit runway. Okay. Do I just pick any taxi station? Well, I guess I should head to where... I don't even know. This is the part of the game where it's confusing. Like, as soon as you land, it should be just like, you're good. You're good, dude. We don't need you to do anything else. But I'll take this taxi or whatever. Sometimes it has little arrows appear for you to help you to know where to go. Or do I just go this way? I don't know. I have no idea what to do. Just stop right here. And technically I exited the runway. Now it says taxi aircraft towards destination. But what is the destination? Like, I have no clue what the destination is. And this is the biggest problem I have with this game. I don't know how to end this. I do not know how to end a flight.
Kilo Mike Charlie Whiskey traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is clear of the runway.
See, like, why did I do that? I don't know why. So here's what you do. Let the AI figure out what to do. See what it does. Last time I had the AI deal with the runway, it just crashed into a building. Made no sense. So see, I guess I exited the wrong way. Like, what's it even doing? What is the AI even doing? Weird stuff is what it's doing. It's just driving across the grass. I mean, maybe that's the whole idea. It is just going back onto the runway. Now it's like stopping. Yeah, when I was reading about what to do to properly finish a flight, some guy was like, I just turned on the AI and let it do its thing. I mean, is this guy gonna turn left again exactly where I turned left? That's what I'm wondering. And it's like, well, I was going the right way. It just decided I wasn't. I mean, I don't know. It's a bit frustrating. I mean, it's a kink that they really need to work out, I think. See, it is. It's just going left on this exit. Like, it's doing exactly what I did. So I honestly have no idea. Maybe I stopped too far and he's like gonna stop like where these numbers are. I learned something interesting though. 63 and 36 are both the same runway because you can read it both ways. So 81.
Charlie Whiskey traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is clear of the runway.
Alright, so he announces he's clear of the runway. He announces he's clear of the runway twice. And then nothing happens. No, it's moving again. So, I mean, is it just gonna go around in a circle again? What's it gonna do? Is it gonna go right here? No, it's going straight. So, like, so far it has done absolutely nothing different than what I did. But yeah, they really gotta work out the end of the flight. Because as it stands right now, it makes no sense what you're supposed to do to complete the flight. Like, it's a bit more forgiving at the beginning of the flight because it just puts you on the runway ready to take off. But at the end of the flight, you're like just left wondering what you're supposed to do. And I don't think it counts you as having flown if you just quit. So you don't actually log any miles. You just quit. I don't know how important that is, but what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go straight? Is he gonna turn? Is that the parking over there? Looks like he's following this yellow line. So, I guess the parking lot's up there. But yeah, they got some kinks to work out in this game, for sure. For sure, they need to work out some things. There's the parking lot. You can see some cars parked. He's not going towards it though. Gonna go into that one. Well, he's slowing down a lot, so I think it's getting ready for a turn, but it also, no, he's not turning. No, he is. Okay. So he's going to this parking lot. This might be the guy telling us. Just gonna stop here. Okay, so this might be the guy telling me where to park. Like, how would you even know to drive out here? Yeah, I mean, like, this is the most boring part of the game. Just getting the plane in position to park. It's like, end the flight. End the flight as soon as you land. Call it good right there. Make it an option that you have to taxi and park. It's like, look, even the AI is just having trouble getting the plane exactly where it's supposed to be in order to say, yay, I made it. And it all of a sudden wants me to press D. See, that's how you make it to the end. Very, very bizarre. Just how complicated it is to actually finish your flight. Alright, so I'm going to call that good for the day. But anyway, that's Flight Simulator, and I showed you my neighborhood. And also a neighborhood in Iowa that I used to be familiar with. So anyway, this has been Jack Everett.